Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Hope you were doing well today. Just writing down some things in my little planner here. So this morning I ran some, did some other stuff. Anybody else like a journaler, writer, track your day? It's interesting. Interesting. But I'm gonna try to do it. Try to do it. But just to kind of recap yesterday, a good long stream today. Made these pins here, these butterfly plotted for inlays on both ends here. So these are going to end up looking pretty cool. But I'm thinking today I'm going to focus on getting a new design set up for the wood challenge that I've got ahead of me. Maybe we can do this even before the ebonite gets here, which at the rate it's been on its way, it'll be something that's accomplishable. It's been a little bit. Let's see. So I do have some designs already for this in particular. So it won't be just completely starting from nothing. I've been working on a Google Doc sheet as well. Got a whole bunch of information on some of the different species and stuff like that of wood, that is. And then I'll have a Google Doc. Haven't decided how exactly I'm going to share it, but I'm keeping everything organized as I'm working through it. All right, let's take a look and see. So yeah, what? The chat right. Suppose that'll be a working title, huh? A working name. All righty, so got my notebook here. I've got to figure out how many or how exactly to set up this pin. Okay. So I have, let's see. So one of the interesting is, am I going to, is it going to be done in a way to where you can see the back of the ebonite from the sleeve part, or is it going to just be sleeved inside? So I'm thinking about just leaving it inside. That way I don't have to mess with it coming out the back or anything like that. So yeah, it's going to be an ebonite sleeved pin. And looking to see if I wrote down the criteria for this, and I did, but That's the other thing about having so many notebooks, journals, and all that stuff. Start. Losing track of which one's which. But we are going to do a resin blank that will be turned with a 15 millimeter cap to barrel. Then it's also going to, well, I guess I don't really need to do a whole lot with the section, but the section is going to be, I think it's going to be a triple start 11 mil. So that's the plan. So I've got to figure out all the measurements that I need for that. So this is a pretty I hope that this will be a, I guess, a learning experience for those that watch, at least of how I intend on figuring out how I'm going to do this particular project. This is my wood challenge notebook. I was looking in the wrong one. That's what you do. Look in the wrong one. I have not really spent a good amount of time on the wood quite yet, although I do have quite a bit. I do have quite a bit of the wood over here. Say quite a bit. It's probably 20 to 30 different species right now. So it's not huge, but that will change. That will change. So I need to find light. Then I've got to get the other stuff. So for M11, I've got to figure out the bit sizes that I'm going to use. So, got a pen here that I used for the 11. Hop over. Do. Let me get this camera set up better here. See what I'm looking at. First, let me see how it looks. Glad I did that. Boom. Move it a little bit more. Yeah, this wood challenge, I've talked about it a few times, but it's going to be basically just doing the different species of wood, and we're going to be putting it on a sleeved fountain pen. So the fountain pen is going to be made out of ebonite, and then drilling into the wood to finish up, or to finish up the pen. Going to be oh, hey. Be using just like sandpaper from 240 to like 600, and then we're going to use a friction polish. That way all the wood can be the same, and so All the wood can be the same. Finish the same. That way we can see how it, behaves over time. Halfway there. This is the M11. Good. And that's the M12. Okay. Here is the M11. Oh. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Okay. 7 here. Find. Not going to be it. Oh, already here. The little bit here. Okay. Good. The M15. Good. That was a pretty cool set. The this particular set here. So here is the it's a mandrel to hold the, what's that called? My goodness, brain fart. But this is the piece that goes into the tailstock, and then it holds the guide here. So it's kind of like a guide mandrel. But yeah, that's going to be that. That's going to be this. And then creating a tenon for this. Take a look. So for the tenon, for an 11, going to, that is 1140 gig. That's at 10. Okay, that. Now for the other one. Called a die holder, by the way. My goodness. That's what it's called. Oh, die holder. Not think of that. For whatever reason. Okay. This. Now, let's see where we are. No. Maybe. And what? Okay, so we're going to need to check these just to make sure that they are good. That. Oh, still need the tab 15. M15 tab. Okay. That. M13. That's not what we're looking for. Oh, there you are. Big one. Okay. Now, last thing, ink. For the M15, we're going to need a bit that is a good size. Let's see. 9, 6. Okay. Once we get all this set up, we won't have to do it again. So that's nice. We got to get to that point. Okay. That's huge. All right. The cap is not going to be a sleeved anything. The cap is just going to be the cap. And it's going to be made out of ebonite. So don't have to worry about trying to find another bit that is even larger that will fit on top of that. They got them out there. My goodness, they got some large. Look at the size of that thing. This is a 11/16 or that's 17 mil, about 17 and a half mil. It's a big boy. Yeah. We don't need this one. But thinking of the design, okay. There, so that 16ths. Okay. Now, need to determine for the sleeving purpose here. 12. So I think 12 mil will be the minimum acceptable for the for the wood. Maybe 13. Not sure. Which is why we're here. We've got to figure this out. So, got all these components. The next step is hop over there, get a blank, and start turning away, you know? What we got to do. So, let me get this here, get this set up. Oink. Anybody working on different projects or turning any ornaments or anything like that for the holidays? Or oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. Almost there. Almost there. Got to get this. That's a terrible sound. All right. So this will be a new for me, but pretty excited about it. I talked about it and went ahead and made the necessary purchases to make it happen. So that is kind of where we are. This whole dealio. Now this arm thing is pretty nice. It articulates quite a bit, but my goodness, it'd be a doozy to get set in the right spot. Almost there. Okay. Then this. And let me make sure that's out of the way. Pretty much it. Could be better, could be worse. Okay. Fill that. Turn over just a little bit more. Good. Looks pretty good. We'll roll with it. Alrighty. Now, a bit more real estate here. This. Okay. So the section will be that, let's see, about 20 and then 25 for the nib. We'll make it about 5 plus another 7. About 52 mil is how deep. Alrighty. Don't do that. I won't be using either of these mandrels. So for reference, this is the normal. So this is a M13. M13 by 0.8 mil triple start mandrel. This is a M10 by 1 single start mandrel. This is a 15 triple start mandrel. So you can see the difference. quite a bit larger. I did end up trimming this one down on purpose. Got some Borky dogs outside. E11, this 12. May end up having to make mandrels as well, which will be fine because that needs to happen. It's got to happen. That I gotta check this one. Are you? No. Right, M11. So I've got that mandrel. Well, not really. Still have to make another one, but that's fine. Good. What are we missing? Blank. Okay. Now I don't really know these are going to end up looking like, but that's okay. Trying to get template. Okay. And hit it with center start. Okay. So this is the blank that we're going to good already, but gotta make sure. Yeah, it's rolling pretty true. Roll with that. Okay. Oh, section is going to be shoot for the same size section. Same size section. Obviously, it'll be thicker. Okay. So we'll have a little bit sticking out here. How we turn it? Say we're turning real nice, right? So for this, the pin will be a Jovo number. And here we're going to basically get the section paired out of this. Then we'll move right on to the cap. I guess at that point, chop the blank in piece. Okay. Got my handy dandy ruler here. We are going to trim it. There. That will be barrel. Yep. So that's cap. Live center. Where'd you go? Good. All right, so this is basically to line everything up and make sure. Sure. Straight and flat. Well, don't want to take much off because I need as much as I can. This to be good. Dig a little deeper here. Hmm. Okay, section's free. Now, let's check this. Okay. 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 Now, this is where the ebonite will need to stick out, and we'll need to drill for the M11 bit. So I'm going to stick to that, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. Nope, not this one. This one. Here. All right. So we're going to leave it a little more shallow, actually. That way we can adjust a little bit if we need to. Okay. We are going to have to just see what happens here. Mm-hmm. Okay. That is sufficient. Now, got this. I need to grab the 11. Now, it might be kind of a waste of time, really, to do it the way that I'm doing it, but I think it's going to be cool. Okay. I'm guided in. Good. That will be for the see, I really thought that I had a M11 mandrel, but I guess I do not. But I have a 12. We don't want to do that. So we're going to rock with the 11 anyways. And at least see what it looks like, you know? Okay. I'm going to use a stepped the hole here. Hey, what's up? The pin challenge, or the pin making challenge, is kind of what I think you heard a little bit about it already, but it's going to be the different species of wood. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do, how I'm going to end up making them. So right now, I'm working on the barrel of the pin, and I just tapped it with a M11 triple start. So yeah, that's about where I'm at right now. But yeah, it'll be different species of wood. I already have a Google Doc that I will, I got to figure out how I'm going to end up sharing it. What? Hey. Yeah. Good question. It is going to be one species per pin. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of pins. And one of the other things is to try and get people involved or engaged, and it doesn't have to be a pin. But the goal would be to have people make something of their choice out of that particular species of wood, and then still kind of ironing out some of the other stuff about it. We got to figure out how to be able to share it, how everybody else can share their stuff too. But yeah. Got any ideas? Okay. Nice. That works nicely. But yeah, I've accumulated probably about 30-ish different species of wood. I'll be doing an inventory here in the very near future. So that'll be a thing. It'll probably take a little bit, but one of those things that you got to be organized. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Dip pins eligible? Yeah, of course. Hey, that's not a bad idea. But yeah, anything like, and I mean that'll also be a part of it too, because I have a lot of the wood, right? Some pieces I bought boards that I won't need boards for, but just hopefully be able to give them away if it gains traction, you know. Be pretty cool. Kind of get people engaged and whatnot. So but yeah, I'm just going to be building up a collection. Yeah. So it'll be black ebonite sleeved, and it will have it's gonna be black ebonite sleeved on the barrel, and then the cap itself is just going to be the black ebonite. And for the section, I haven't decided if I'm going to just leave it a solid or if I'm going to do little increments of ebonite, but it's all going to be ebonite, except for the wood, obviously. But then for the sanding portion of this in particular, it's going to be the sanding portion will end up being basically, 120 to 240 starting off, going to 600, and then hit it with some friction polish. At least that's my plan. I might deviate, but the goal is to come up with one way to do all of them as best as possible, because I don't want to change things too much. That way they can have that consistency, you know? Let's see. Where'd that go? But I am going to end up having to make mandrels for this as well, so that's a thing. Do okay. Okay. So this is the actual diameter I'm working with. Okay. So I need to determine that size. 10, we'll just say 11 to 13 is how far down I can take it. So there. Let's see. It depends on woodturners tend to favor email entries and do a compilation video of photos. Cool. Video entries. Okay. Hey, good to know. I appreciate that. I think what I'm going to need to do, I don't think I can use that mandrel for this because of how I made it. That one's made for a different pen. So I'm going to have to make a different mandrel, but that's okay. This is going to get turned down. Okay, for the section, we can actually go ahead and that's what I'm going to do. Boom. Trying to think of how the best way to be efficient with things too. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be the section. And because it's an M15, then the section can be about 14 mil. So it can be pretty beefy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. I mean, I do have a Discord right now that I was thinking about using for it. Because that's just a pretty simple way to do it. And I think also I'd be able to keep it organized a little better. And then I could also like, yeah, I just think it would allow for a little bit better control. But once I iron some of the other stuff out, I will probably reach out to other makers and see if they are interested in said thing. So, yeah. But it is kind of close to the holiday, and I know some people are, not a big fan of adding more stuff to already hectic time, Okay. So we're going to do this one a little bit differently here. No, I guess we don't really need to, do we? So for making the section, that process is not going to change, which is a nice thing. Well, I mean, the diameters obviously are going to be different, but so this will be ebonite section that we're making here. Come on, almost there. Yeah, do you make dip pins? That's cool. I started dabbling around with some dip pins as well. I made one well, not a long time ago, but a while back. Probably a few years ago now. But it was made for a pin that's called a nib rather, that was called a drill log. But these are, kind of what the design that I came up with, and then the nib just screws in to the end, and then the cap has, going to act as its protective, because that nib itself is, I want to say that nib is like 200 or something. It's pretty expensive, but it's pretty neat too. So oh, cool. It's kind of crazy because it seemed, I don't know if you were around when I said it yesterday, but I was saying that you can make a business out of anything, like anything. It's just a matter of how you approach it and how you execute, So let's see, this. Okay. But yeah, I can see that would get kind of frustrating to do all the time. But then again, I turn all the time. So but I like turning a lot, so it's kind of funny that my job is also my hobby. Although I am turning different stuff for my hobby. If that makes sense. All righty. Let me measure this right quick. All righty. Did you use the metal inserts for the dip pins? Or did you use any insert? Caliper, there you are. Wait. No. That's too big. Too big. Check that out. 1125, getting there. You know what? We actually have something that I can just use for this part. Thought I was going to use it. Didn't know exactly when. So I have the tenon cutter. There we go. Now I need a 11, 13. 12. What? What? No. There it is. Good grief. Sorry about that. You have an order for an oblique dip pin? Nice. Alrighty. Guess we'll take this one for a drive. All right. I haven't made an oblique before. Cool. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I think obliques are pretty cool. I have also not made an oblique, but I was looking at yoke pins. Have you heard of yoke pins? I don't remember his name. I mean, maybe Chris Yoke? Something Yoke. Oops. That's nice. Fine. Hey, nice. Yeah, I was actually talking to him over shoot, when was it? A couple months ago. I was gonna go do his oblique course. But you know how things get. Sometimes they get a little busy and then you got to put things on the back burner. But I still intend on going. But it's quite a drive. I think he lives in Indiana. Or his course, at least, is in Indiana. Okay. But that would have been a pretty good drive for me. But I'd have done it. I think it would have been about 6 or 9 hours. A 1-inch brass insert. Nice. Yeah. He sells them too. He sells the parts. Yeah, he does sell those, which is pretty cool, if I may say. Okay, there we go. This should be the final that I need here. And this, if it is set, I won't have to change it again. Okay, so it's close, but I'm going to have to still do a little handwork here. But yeah, I've watched some of his videos too. I just haven't turned an oblique quite yet. I got to say the brass part is kind of the intimidating part, where you're bending it around and then you're folding it around the pliers, and you know what I'm talking about. That's one of those things, you know. Oh, righty, that's good. Okay, so this is already set. Now we got this, and this is 11. Oh, that is just... Stop it! No. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably not too difficult when you've done it. I mean, as with anything, right? Okay. Now, here is what we're going to do. We're going to use this as our mandrel. And then we're going to trim this down to 13 mil, I think. So 10.56, so I need to drop it down to 10. Wait a second. Hold on. Let's not get too carried away. I need to figure out what size hole I'm going to drill. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is 12. I'm going to get it dialed in. I'm going to go with a, yeah, let's do that. Do some of this. We got, oh, you know what? Oh, yes. Look, here's the guide right here. Boom. All right. Man, I love this when it happens right. So this is my guide here. All I need to do is just give it a little touch here. There we go. And that will be my target. And I may have to modify it just a bit. But that's okay. And we're going to use that as our little guide here. I got a ghost in here, something that keeps messing with my wheel. You can't see it. There. This knob here. Somebody keep touching it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this back a little bit here. Okay. So this very small step here is our guide. And then we're going to use this to actually run the lathe all the way to here, because what we're going to use this for is basically a stopper. For the sleeving. Okay, here we go. Get her cranked up a bit. Lock in place. I'm going to back this off for a shallower cut at first. Okay. So another thing you actually could do if you were making these little pins is you could use the section as the mandrel like I'm doing right now, but then you can also flip it around and then have the barrel be the section mandrel when you're turning the section. I'm going to take this. That's good. So the rest of my cuts are going to go to there. I don't want it to go all the way off the end because I need that collar for when I drill. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You're making some crazy spheres and stuff. I'm going to run this past and measure it. And then I'll actually turn on the digital readout and see where we're at. I don't typically use the drill, but it is pretty good. When I'm starting it from a point like this. So I've got it on and measure. We are at 15. We're at 15:15. So for this, I need to get to 13. So we're at 2, so I need to chop 1 mil off. We're going to just kind of creep up on it. So 1. Right. All right, let me show you what I'm looking at here. You can see on the digital readout right there, I went to 1. All right. Here. So it is a little bit under, but because I think that the metal lathe will actually cant just a tiny little bit, I gave myself a little buffer. So you see that one little ridge right there. So this is looking good. Looking good. Waiting to finish this by hand. Okay, now I'm just going to back it right off. Give it another measure here. $13.37. Okay. So I'm going to end up using, I think, I've got a 12 mil. Stop it. So I've got a 12 mil drill bit. Mil. So, you know what? What are we at? 1348. Okay, then we definitely need to go down a little bit more still. All right. Let me swap drill bits here. I'm going to find another bit. Turn this off. Got a 12.5. The biggest thing here is I don't want to get it too thin, because this is what I used for the 11 mil, which was 11, 12, 13. You know what? I might be right where I want to be, actually. Let me see. No, we still need to go a little bit smaller. So we're going to go to, what's this, 0.25? No. Alrighty. Hopefully I'll have something figured out by the time you get back. Okay. 13. So we're trying to get to 12.5. So we need to drop it to 2.5. Oh, whatever. Close enough. All right. 12.5, I think will be good. So it's barely touching the back here. Yes, it would be. Probably didn't take much of anything. All right, this should be the last one. We're still in good shape as far as like the diameter goes, so pretty optimistic about this. Okay. Go ahead and turn this off. Measure here. Zeroed out. Hey. 1260. Okay, cool. We are going to run with that. There. All right, cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a 12.5 drill. I guess we'll finish this section since we're here. So I think once I get a template set for the sections, I can probably just go ahead and make a whole bunch of them in one go. That way, it'll just kind of be a plug and play. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Boom. There we are. That and then this. Hey, Mike, Lawrence, how you doing? Or sorry. Yeah, hey, Lawrence, how you doing? Doug. Is that the wood spun round? Is that who you're talking about? Stop it. Okay. This. Doug Miller, yeah. I've watched him quite a few times. Gonna probably taking notes because what I plan on doing is doing this block here. I'm gonna turn this block into a bowl, but that'll be for another video, I reckon. Okay. Yeah, right now, what I'm working on is getting a setup template, basically, for the, geez Louise, hard to think and talk. Getting that set up for when I get my ebonite, I'll be able to just drill wood, you know, and then plant it on that ebonite and boom. So I'm gonna try this. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take some while you're at it, if that's all right. Go for some cafe. All right. Let me find. Okay. Sorry, had to go over to my little area to get some cutoffs. Okay. Need smaller cutoff. There we go. That'll work. All right. So just checking to make sure that this is good. Okay, there we go. Boom. A 12.5 mil. I don't need you right now. There we go. Come on now. There we go. So this may be the drill that I use for all the wood. Stupid thing. Stop it. Okay. Hopefully this will work. No problem. All right. Oh no. And more. Oh, that's terrible. Dang. What hadn't even heard of that person. Let me look him up right quick. Man. Sorry to hear that. What in the world? Man. Wife called you yesterday, and how's she doing? I imagine not very good, but is there anything that we can do to, I guess, acknowledge or help or anything like that? Okay. Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's all you really can do. Not really anything. Think I'm gonna have to sand this down just a little tiny bit. Yeah. I want to make sure that will go in. Okay. So we got to get this and here. Okay. Almost. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. It's rough. We all close? I mean, having the number and everything. Imagine it's Okay, pretty close, almost there. So this will serve two different purposes, I reckon. Nice. Okay. Ah, what are you doing? Ah. Man. Oh, get out of here. Actually, go ahead and put you. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Okay. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Hmm. All right. Can't keep doing this. This is a little needs to be a little tighter here. Hmm. No words. Mm. Hmm. Come on. Getting there. What do I need to do here? I need to... Oh, that's what it is. Tighten that up. There we go. Okay. Now, this... There we go. All right. Pliers. Got pliers somewhere. Was it a good antler? Was it a good antler pin? Of course it was. You made it. Oh, here we are. There we go. Okay. Little non-standard here. Here we go. That be better. Hey, very nice. Oh, so close. All right, I'm gonna have to work on my sand my tenon down just a little bit more, probably. That's okay. There's that. There's that. Hey, good deal. Good deal. That's huh. There we go. There's my email. So where else do y'all hang out? I'm gonna find some other places to hang out. I look around on Facebook groups, but I don't spend a lot of time. I mean, I look at them, but I don't spend very much time on social media, which is kind of weird, I guess. But yes, I do need to find a better way to do all this stuff. I've thought about a Facebook group, but I don't really want to manage a Facebook group. Okay. Okay, this is going to be the top. Now for this, I need to gonna be a 23/64, I think.
3.
I don't know, maybe 9/64. I mean, there it is. 9/16. Yeah. Okay. And that'll be good for my 15. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Righty. I'll be right back. Hey, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully I'll make some more progress on this. I will be right back. Alrighty. Back. Ready for some more action. Okay, where were we? We need to drill out the cap. There we go. Okay. Yeah. That is good. We're going to go to... How far do we need to go here? Oh, that's got to stay in. For this in there. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this just needs to be here. So that is plenty far. Now, for the mandrel, where the heck did that go? Oh, it's standing up right there. Yeah. This, for one of my other things, I had to create something a little weird to basically support the inside, but I have to take it off now. But we will get to that shortly. We got the measurements that we need. Or do we? Okay, so what I'm looking at here is I need to make sure that there's enough room for the tenon and the section to go in. And so with that, also have to make sure that it'll fit on the mandrel, which obviously it will pretty easily. And if we did that, it would be just short of this one here. Okay, now maybe a little further. Okay, let's roll with that, see where we're at. This here is actually a part of why I got to make sure that the blank is thick enough, because this is a big, pretty large drill bit. And got to make sure that there's enough wall thickness for the threads. Alrighty. Almost there. Oops. Okay. This. I want it kind of shallow, but halfway there. So our mark's good. Okay. One more go at this. We'll be good. I'm going to go to the middle. My mark here. Okay. Now for the other part of this, I need to half-inch. All right, for consistency's sake and whatnot, let's go for, I used a 12 and a half. I can use a 12. All right, so now I got to go make enough room for the nib. And my 12 and a half is a good mark already. Hey, thank you. I'll take a look here in just a second. Oh. Check that one more time here. There to there. Yeah. So if we go a little bit further than that, that's fine too. Alrighty. Hey, let me check that out. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. I have a hard time sending some emails. It could be because the file size, you know. Sometimes it likes to not work with you. But, you know. Alrighty. Alrighty. Under. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. I haven't seen anything yet, but it could still be sending if it is a you know, a different size file or whatever. Your mind doesn't work well with technology. Man, it's a real pain for me too. It took me months to figure out how to get the streaming stuff set up because a part of me is also very stubborn and I don't. I'm pretty bad at asking for help. Yeah. We're almost done here with the components I need, I think. Okay, not too crazy now. All right, good. That's good. I don't know if you can see the hole here, but the the size of a 15 is so large. Like it's kind of crazy. But makes for a nice big grip section. I don't know why, but my metal lathe knob is not wanting to cooperate all the time with me here. All right, let's test the fit here. All right, perfect. It looks great and everything. Okay. Let's see. So, what do we need to do next? We need to check and make sure this is good. Need to tighten that up. I'm going to run this the opposite direction here. Okay. Run you forward again. Man, I have been getting so many spam calls. There we go. Okay. Refine that a little bit, a little fine tuning. Oh, that's nice though. Got it. Now, what do we need to do? That's good. That's good. I need to check. So this is actually a 1/2 inch. I know I bounce back and forth from metric to imperial, but that's a 1/2 inch and it fits pretty good. Need to fix that. So there's a little gap. Don't want that. There. Okay. Now this should fit flat and flush, which it does. Okay. There. Now there's no gap. There was a gap before. So this is a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to make sure that this fits in here, which it does not because of this piece here. So we need to take that off. Come on. Oh. There we go. And then go ahead, take a look at that. All right. I'm going to sand it just a little bit. There. Okay. Nice. Okay. So having it hang a little bit away from that intentional, that way you can head the end. So I think I'm still going to need, no, that'll be good. That'll be good. Yeah, that's good. The cap, barrel, okay. Now I need to make a mandrel. I'm gonna make sure that this fits in my collet. Oh. Work. So we're gonna chop it here. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Gonna make let's see, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? I gotta drill a hole, put that in there. Ooh. Is that even big enough? Huh. Is it another picture? Alrighty. 50. Okay, this will work. It might break, but we'll see. Alrighty. Alrighty. So there's that. Let's pop that M11 in there. Get a little spritz. Spritz here. Okay. And there. Okay. Cool. Now go ahead and get this chopped. There we go. Now we've got a section mandrel. Oh, don't need that right now. Man, come on. That back there. Okay. See if that will help a little bit here. All right, let me check it out. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Weird. Let's see. What? Uh, let's see. Is it in your outbox? Hey, it could also be me. My email. Ever since they merged it, they switched it over to where you buy the domain or whatever. They messed it up when they did that. It's showing up tomorrow. Nice, nice. I'll keep an eye out. $14.96. All right, we're going to shoot for 14 here. Okay. Goes down. What? Oh, wow. What do you say you do here, John? Just, measure, cut, over and over again. Okay. All right. And for the larger sections, I like a good hourglass shape. I'm not going to lie. Good hourglass shape. And it's going to look good. Let me switch to this. And we're going to be over there. Let me get this switched around here. And then that's set up. Get some light. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. So for this, all we're going to do is make the section 14 mil. Let's see. There we go. Boom. Okay. All right. So 14 is there. So I am going to have to make that a little bit smaller. Okay. I'll go turn my dust collection on. Let me know if it is loud. Hopefully it won't be. Here we go. Okay. 14 mil. Here we come. One of the things about this is once I get it set, then I'll know that we're good. I'm going to go ahead and get everything down to that size. Good size. Okay. A little measure here. There's there. Okay, here we go. Now we are good to tape it. Round off the corner here. Oh. Now I'm going to shape it a little differently. I'm going to try this out. Okay. Now let's see how we're looking on the head here. Okay. Oh yeah. Now so that this fits all together. Neat. So far, we're doing good. So far, so good. Now, see how well this goes on. Splendid. Man, perfect. Hey, have a good one, Lawrence. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Kevin, how you doing, man? Missed a whole good one. Just kidding. Been working on the basically the shell the guts rather of the ebonite pin here. So wood sleeve. So here we are. That's where we're at. So I just need to shape the cap. Then I need to, I don't actually need to right now, but it would be fine to do that. Let's see, what kind of wood do we want to put on here? Hey, Sean, how you doing? Hadn't seen you in a little while. But then again, I hadn't been around in a little while, so both those things. Alrighty, let's find wood. I'm gonna go with the. How about? One of my problems here. Well, you know what? I'll just get the jaws. I will get the other jaws. That'll be fine. Okay. Now, for a piece of wood. Oh, look at that. I got some rounded ones already. We're going to use that. I guess I don't even actually need to use wood. I'm gonna. I'm going to anyways. Okay, I'm back. Let me switch cams here. Boom. Okay. Gonna bring this back over here. Making a mess, no big deal. Boom. Okay. We're gonna use some purple heart. See if I can actually grab it on a spot that is round. Let's see, most points of contact. What? I don't even fit. Okay, let's see. How are we spinning? Good enough. Okay. So I got to measure the actual size, or the depth rather, that we got to go here. The way that I'm going to do that is better to boom, better to little Motley Crew. Man, wish I could jam y'all. Jam with y'all, you know. Okay. All right, so what I'm looking at here is this is the end, and then that's where I'm probably going to cut. So I need to get at least that deep. So looks like it's in between these two here. Nope, sorry, bumped the cam here. All right. Oh, come on. So how's everybody been? Been good? Been working through those claims, Sean? Here we go. A little wobbly. Got a full house. Full house today. Here. Way we can look at each other, you know? Yeah. Hey. We're not going to get up close and personal like we did yesterday. Or no. Oh. Maybe. Maybe it's a good thing. Come on. Almost. Almost. Here we go. There we go. That's where we need to be. Okay, let's go ahead and shape up the front of this a little bit too. So, okay. Now the last thing I'm going to do here, actually use this. Come on. Wasn't far enough. Just started to slow down. Nice. French classes. Huh. You got a vacation coming up? Going to speak or going to a Spanish speaking country? Okay. Give this a little spritz. Let's see. All right, now I'm going to measure this. Boom. So this probably won't actually fit right, but we are just past. So I'm going to have to either make that a little bit longer. All right. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Yeah, no, we're actually pretty good. They're giving me a hard time looking at that all different. All right, so I guess next thing we got to do I think is cut this, huh? We got to cut it. So right there. Gonna cut it a little longer, so we can clean it up. Right. Oh, here we go. Crank her up a little bit more. Here we go. Shorten it. Write it in. Okay. Let's actually hit the corners too. There we go. Just a little beveling action, nothing crazy. Oh. Let's take a look. Oh, let's see. Ooh, righty. I'm out then if we aren't getting close. We're getting close. Okay. See the gap? Just a little gap right there. So that's fine. That is fine. We have a little bit more to go. Man, I am shaky today. But yeah, we are getting very close here. Okay. This should be it right here. Boom. All right. Got the sleeve. Now, okay. Boom. Oh, sorry. There. Boom. There it is. So basically, all of these pieces I'm going to make out of ebonite. And this is the dimensions that I'm going to end up doing. So I'm going to have to go back and review this video here. That way I can recreate what I don't remember. Okay, so this was about here. All right, got some tape marks here. Boom. Then we used that. Yep. Okay, well, that is good enough, I guess, huh? Let's see, where did my little mandrel go? Oh. Oh. I gotta make another one. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I do not. Boom. Oh, I need that. Here we go. This. Right. Now, I'm going to run this. And 15, 16, 17. Maybe about 17 mil on the tap.
Pretty beefy cat there. I reckon I'll do everything but glue that piece in. That way I can have my references. Yeah. Me. Okay. Boom. Oh, French cleats. My bad. French cleats. I thought I saw French class. That's a little different. I don't know if this will actually work how I hope it will, because it's not glued. So we're gonna make light passes. Might take a little bit though. And then I actually don't need that much. So there you go. Okay. Nice. That's turning quite well. So one more shallow pass, then I'm going to feed the wood part, just like I did the barrel part. A little bit of space there. Okay. Now the barrel, that short. And this is basically just to keep an eye on, to be able to measure it later on. And then we're going to use our handy dandy file to get this stuff off. So, all right, let's take a look at this and see what we're looking like. Okay. All right. smooth it out a little bit here. Now, the wood's going to be messy. What am I getting myself into? Oh yeah, Kevin, you missed it. I also used the Heinz pins tool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that is that, right? Then there's this. This will get cut. Now let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that. M15 does not leave much room. It's a thick one. Okay. Going to measure the inside of this and see where we're at. Okay, so there's that line here. Then we're going to go up a little bit more. Okay, so let me also check that. Boom. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay, cool. Now, let's take a look at this. So that is going to be no problem. But we are here. And then let's see. Okay, there's that. Whoa. Nice. That's like perfect. So that is flat and flush. And then this, a little deeper. Perfect. Okay. We're going to mark you on the other side. We're going to call you depth. Depth. And then this is turtle depth. With internal depth sleeve. Whoops. Sleeve. Okay. Now, last thing I got to do is measure it, see what the size or the length is rather Oh my goodness, this couldn't be better. Okay, and then we're gonna go with this guy. Yep. We are splendid. Okay. Jeez Louise. Boom. So that's gonna get cut there. Okay. Yep. We're gonna mark this as 5.5. Okay. Okay. That was good. Okay. There. What we want right there. These things. Whoa. There you go. All right. I am going to take all of this inside and let's see. Let's see. Okay, good. Still need to make some mandrels, but that is okay. And then size are you? Oh, you're the what I need for 11 mil. You're a maybe. You are a no. I don't need you. Oh, yeah, I use this as well. Huh? Wait a second. Okay. If you happen to lose your section, check the pins that you've recently done. Oh. Oh. Looking good. All right, fit. Let's see. Dang it, Bobby. Don't make me do this now. Come on. You fit. Dang it. Oh, you don't fit. You're just a tiny bit off. Okay, we can remedy this. No problemo. All right, we're gonna do this the pro way. Just leave it alone. Do it nice and how you're supposed to. All right, here we go. Don't you break, booger. Okay. All we need to do is go just a tiny bit, just a here, and then boop, just a little bit. Okay. We got the plan. Now we got to do it. You got to mission your plan and plan your mission, or plan your mission and then mission your plan. But how's your day been? Also, okay. We're going to make contact. Okay. Make contact. And we're here. We just need to go there. Get it locked back on. Don't you come out the end. Boom. Be real mad. Of course, I didn't want to the first time. But I also think it's because of my threads. Made them a little longer. So that's on me. Obviously. Okay. We fit. Need to make sure that that's just the section being tight. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, we still need to go a little bit more. We have a little bit more to go, so that's okay. Wait. Right? Come on, John. Don't trip at the finish line, you. Okay, I need to go a little bit further. I can go this far. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at this. We need to go to the yeah, we need to go a little bit further. See where we are. Okay, back it up. See this? It's off, but it's still doing that. I think the switch might be messed up or something. See, there you go. Boom. Gotta make sure that is good. Alrighty. Come on. Ah! We're close. We are close. My goodness. But we got it. We are where we need to be, but it's close. So I'm going to be flirting with close, I guess, a lot on this project. Now, if I was a piece of purple heart, never mind. All right. Well, there we go. There we have it. This is what I did today. And I'm hungry now. Let me see. Where'd my phone go? Howdy. Whatever. I don't need it right now. Hey, so had a good productive day. Did some of this action. We think have the baseline we need for this. So I'm gonna go basically write all this stuff down, get the measurements and schematics. Yeah. It was a pretty long one. Three. That's not that long. 6 hours yesterday, wasn't it? 6.5, something like that. But got a late start today. Got one mandrel made. I'm going to use the section as another one. We got these pieces. And we've already got the 11 and the 15 in their own little thingy here. See? Have their own. Cool. The set that I got was pretty cool. It was a pretty nice set over there. But it came with a whole bunch of them. You can have a lot of different sizes. And this is going to go inside with me. And I've got to get the rest of this done up. Yes, sir. It was a pretty productive, well, I mean, it was a productive stream. I ran errands earlier, so one of those things. But yeah, I do have a Google Doc with all the sheets, or with all the woods. Well, a lot of woods. So I'm going to go through the wood that I've got, match that up with the other sheet. So that's on my to-do list at some point in the near future. But yeah, it's on a Google Doc now. So I have to see where that goes. But yeah. Pretty much today was just figuring all this stuff out. I talked about it, but now I finally did it. So we have the M15 and the M11. So it's going to be a pretty good stream. I might even bookmark it myself. That way I can go through and make sure that I've got all the different stuff that I wanted to do. So like the very end, basically my plan is to cut a little biscuit off of the end of the wood, and then that is going to be the top finial. So that's the plan for that. Haven't quite figured out how I'm going to mark them still. So there is that. Well, anyway, I'll keep rambling and rambling. Figure it out, but
yeah, appreciate you hanging out, Kevin, John, and Lawrence, and anybody else I may have. Appreciate you all coming to hang out with me, watch me suffer and stumble through trying to get this all done up. We're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Organizing the wood is the part of that. If you have good ideas about setting up the way everybody can share, thinking Discord really might be the way. I know not everybody has Discord, so we'll see. Still working on it. Yeah. Anywho, we will get started here soon enough with that whole project. Get everybody in. I appreciate you hanging out, and I will see you